Zip and the Mick, your new favorite sports podcast. It's just two dudes who figured out how to talk sports together because they're friends and they like sports and live out of state. So, what's up, Jimmy? How's it going, man?
Can't call it, man. Like it's gonna
Yeah,
be hopefully a good day of football. You
yeah, we
know,
got, and
like,
this is our NFL episode since we do
yeah,
NFL on Sundays now. We do college on Wednesdays, and yeah, we got
hmm
fucking games going on right now, dude. What do you got
yes,
on?
sir. I got on the Cat game, the Chiefs game, Minnesota, and forgot who's the fourth game I'm watching.
Ooh, Commanders just blocked the fucking kick.
Yeah, yeah, dude. How
Uh,
how how good is Dan Quinn, man? How good is Dan Quinn? You
he's
know what I mean?
he's pretty damn
Like,
good.
yeah, he collapsed. He had moments of collapsing, if that's even a word. But like he collapsed in big games. Like you seen it with Atlanta and the Patriots. So that was diabolical. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
that was horrible.
legendary.
Yeah, like how you gonna be up like that? And then yeah. And then the Green Bay when he was the coach for Dallas. I don't understand that.
It's
But
Dallas though.
they're
I
leading the
mean,
league right now, man. Like they're leading the league in points allowed and fucking like turnovers. Like, go figure. Dan Quinn getting turnovers.
fucking
Tell you, man,
yeah,
that's a good.
Commanders are
I
playing
don't
good
think he's
ball.
gonna be good as a head coach. Yeah,
Fucking play.
I
Hey,
don't think he's gonna be like
he's
a
sending
good.
mails on the counter, all piled up nicely on the counter. Sorry, the wife was heading over to the son's house
Kid, man.
to deliver mail. She's a mail woman today. Yeah, I'm watching the same. Well, I'm watching
Oh,
fucking
Detroit. Yeah.
Commanders uh, in
I'm
Dallas
on.
and fucking who's the other one I'm watching? It'll come back up here. Oh,
Miami.
Chiefs and Carolina. So that should be a. It's the only. You see who I'm wearing today?
I see. You're going for it.
Is the wife's
Yeah.
jersey.
Okay.
It's the old fucking Hall of Fame '88
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Gonzalez. Yeah, some people call him Tony.
Yeah, he's a beast. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a beast.
I was told I can't sweat in it,
Yeah.
which I heard. Don't be yourself in my jersey.
Mm.
Is what I heard. She didn't want me to be gross in it, but
You put baby
she
powder on there.
doesn't. She doesn't want to have to wash it because look, dude, it's one of those mesh ones. So if we wash it too many times, the numbers start to fade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an old school jersey, man.
Yeah, you gotta
Back when
turn it
they
inside out, man, when you wash it, man. It's the
turn
weird
you
shit.
inside out. I'll turn you
Yeah,
inside out, motherfucker.
you gotta
Shut
turn
up.
it inside out. The last one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So and
Amazing,
because
man.
they're
I know
playing,
laundry.
yeah, no washy washy. Yeah, I know.
Wash it, wash it.
Yeah.
That was so racist. That was so racist. I
Ticky,
love it.
no ticky, no
Proud of you.
washy.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. I love you, man. But no,
Yes,
and
man.
the fact that the Chiefs are playing the lowly fucking
Man,
Carolina Panthers is the only
I
reason
can't
she's
believe it.
she's letting me wear this because my curse and
Yeah.
jinx, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah, she's like, there's absolutely no fucking way the Chiefs are losing the Carolina Panthers today. It's just not gonna happen. You know, Pat is gonna go off. It's gonna be great. I should get off the game. I should turn on the other game so that curse doesn't get applied. The wife would kill me, dude. Dude,
Dude,
I swear to God, if
yeah,
she comes home
it would
and
be
the
so
Chiefs are
horrible.
losing, you may see me get slapped on air.
Mm,
Like
dude, it'd be horrible.
she'll start like yanking the fucking jersey off me like a hockey fight. I swear to God, she would. She's very passionate about her Chiefs.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her, dude. The Chiefs were bad
That'd
for
be
so
good, man. It'd be good,
long.
man. If my team was good like that, man, I'd be passionate. Like I was at one time. You know what I mean? Like I lived through it while I was passionate. I just lost the love for it, man. Like Jerry Jones just sucked the love out of you, man. Jerry Jones just snatched the
I'm
love. He snatched it from
Yeah,
you.
because I mean that's a difference. Like a Chiefs fan growing up, it wasn't really you just had they just
Mhm,
couldn't get it together. It wasn't the same situation as Dallas fans are in now. Because I mean, you're fed up. Like there's
mhm.
moves that could have been made. There's other things that could have been done,
It's
and you
all
see that as a
season. It's
fan.
all season.
Yeah, and it wasn't like the Chiefs fans back in the day. It was that was just like we suck. We have like
Mhm.
one good player who's really good all the time, but we never have a bunch of good players. You know, you know what I'm saying? Does that make
Yeah.
sense? It's a different kind of
Yeah, it was
losing.
crazy because like the Chiefs, I remember they always got people. They got players that they thought were like done and over the hill and weren't going to be successful, like Marcus Allen. You know what I mean? Like Joe. Like, but they did it, man. Like they still had quality team, dude. They had so like back in the
Uh-oh. Jimmy, you're breaking up because your bandwidth is low, and we have a beautiful photo of you right now, the way it locked in. Your face looks great, dude. Yeah, it's no, it's because your bandwidth there it is. There he is. Hi. He's back.
yeah, like it sucks that it's on my phone, man. Like it sucks that I gotta do it on my phone. Like,
Yeah. But we're doing it, dude. We'll get right
yeah,
through
we're
it.
doing it. It's working.
We'll
Like,
work our way through.
I got
Just
that
tell
country Wi-Fi, y'all. I got everybody's been out of my house, you know it. I got country Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. Yep,
Yeah,
you got
so yeah.
I used to go through the house, dude, like back when I was playing PS5,
Mhm,
and I'd get mad when shit would start buffering.
mhm.
So I'd go through the house and be like, You're not watching YouTube, turn it off."
Yeah.
Like, why are you on your phone and your TV? Turn the fucking TV up. My fucking game's buffering.
Mhm.
A real dickhead move shit. But
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I get it, man. Like
It-
my kids are gamers, man. I have three kids in the house at one time playing video games, man. So
it-
like,
dude,
I hear it all the time when they're talking about it. They're like, "Hey, it's buffering." Like
Wi-Fi
straight
is a
gamers.
goddamn scam, dude. It seriously is. Like
Mhm.
how is it that from room to room, it affects like how well my Wi-Fi
Mhm.
works on my phone or whatever. It just, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to get like Wi-Fi enhancement things. Like it shouldn't
Oh,
be like
we
that.
got those, man. The Nest thing.
Yeah.
They don't really work.
But, yeah. Anyway, yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Let's get back to sports. Let's get back to
Mhm.
sports.
What do you think about the
Um,
Lions, man?
the Lions?
Yeah,
Well,
like
okay,
they're losing
okay.
right now. They were. It was three
S-
nothing. Like they're losing right now.
Speaking of franchises that deserve to win, that's another one. I think because I was a Bears fan for
Mhm.
most of my life up until this season, actually. Um, and it was always fun to beat up on Detroit. You always guaranteed that win,
Mhm.
because Detroit just sucked unless Barry had a good day. But
Yeah,
even then, you'd still
and it's
beat
crazy.
Detroit. Um, they were the first team that I can think of that went 0-16 in a fucking season ever.
Yeah,
But they still maintained a fan base, man. And
well,
now,
they always had great players, man. They always had like great players like Megatron. They always have singular players that were just great, but they had no pieces around them. You know what I mean? It's just insane.
yeah, and now they got, dude. Especially the Hard Knocks too. I loved their Hard Knocks one.
Mhm.
It's nice to see a franchise like that win. It's nice to get that for that fan base, because those Detroit fans, dude, have been drugged through the fucking ringer, and the type of coach that they have too is like this big fuck you motherfucker too. It's very Detroit like,
Mhm.
the way that they're winning, the way that they're
Yeah.
being coached. Um, so yeah. whatever
To
the
me,
fuck
man,
that
to me, it's a
means.
blue collar team, man. I look at it as like they're like the city. It's all blue collar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like people that came out of nowhere, kids that came out of nowhere, and they just drafted well, and like the team in general, like it's just solid. And people gave up on golf, man, but like dude's having a good year. He's got a lot of interceptions, but he's still having a good fucking year. I mean, he
That
has like nine
happens when
interceptions. Yeah,
oh, there he goes your bandwidth. Oh, hey, you're closer now.
he's going again.
No, it got better.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it got better.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what's going
But
on though,
golf,
man.
yeah,
Like I'm
dude, they threw I don't want to say they threw away golf because
Mhm.
what they pretty much went one for one
They did
trade
though. They
with
did though, dude. They threw him away. They 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 threw him away. That's why they gave up so much for him. Like fucking like
they I thought it was pretty much one for one is how it
uh
went.
uh
I thought
like
they went Stafford went
no
for
like
golf.
the Rams gave up more.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I think the
oh
Rams gave
damn.
up more.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is kind of a big fuck you, but I mean, look at him now. So,
Yeah.
who's laughing?
I mean, I feel like he's gonna have a better story, man. I think, yeah, like it was like you always talk about that flash in the pan.
Yeah.
That's what it was with the Rams. And look at them
Yeah,
struggle ever since they got the pieces. They're still struggling, dude. They got
because
a they got a young
they were
receiver
that
for
win now mentality, and I
them,
mean, they
but
did.
they have
I
a
guess
team.
they
It don't
got
make it don't make any sense how they're not doing good because they have a team.
they're
Like the
getting
Rams have a team. Like you see the fantasy, man. You see the points. Like the running back, they got like the receiver. They got a team. But they just can't put it together, man. Can't put it together.
That's Kyron Williams, right? Over
Yeah,
in
yeah.
yeah, he's
Kyrie
out of
Williams.
Notre
Yeah.
Dame.
Yep.
Fucking rule,
Dude's a
fucking
beast, man.
rule.
I had
Yeah,
him since he came out. Like I'm gonna continue to try to keep keeping him. Like get him in my other leagues. Like but
dude.
look at
So
this.
yeah, Detroit. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy they're winning. I hope they go all the way to the Super Bowl. It would be nice to see them there. That'd be good
Especially
for
with a player
Detroit.
coach, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I think they'll win it. I don't know, man. What do you see? Like, if it was to be, and it could potentially, and it is looking that way, a Lions fucking Chiefs Super Bowl. Do you go for the the record three-peat team? Like, okay, they're going to be the first ever to three-peat it, or do you
uh,
go for the huge underdog with not really underdog, but like the franchise that was, finally we finally got there. It's going to be our moment to shine. Who wins more in the game of life? Like which one
I'll
which
say
one
it
do
all
you
depends. Like,
what's the
I say it
better
all depends.
script?
Like, is it all depends on if I think the Lions. I think because just like
What's the better story? You think it's the Lions? Like, if you were
I
to do
think
a
because
movie,
think about it, man. Like the Lions have been chasing a Super Bowl for how long, man? Like they've been chasing a Super Bowl for a long time. I understand the three-peat is great, but you got two other ones. Like I don't even think the Lions have a Super Bowl, man. I think they're one of the teams that don't have one.
yeah,
Am
they
I
don't have
right?
one.
I can't Google it because my phone. Like,
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, they
yeah,
don't. I don't. Yeah, they
I
don't
don't
have
think
one.
they have one.
No.
You know what I mean? So
So
I think that'd be a better story with a fucking coach that was an NFL player and then a blue collar team like that would be a hell of a story.
it
Take it
would
down
definitely
like
be the
Goliath,
easier
man.
one
It'd
to
pretty much
write.
be like David and Goliath.
Yeah. Well, but not really because the Lions are a good, strong team. So it's not like they were, you know, 0 for 6 or whatever in the beginning of the season, and then they're playing
No,
off
I get that. I get that.
with
No, you're
backups
right.
and all of a sudden start winning and then they make it there by the skin of their teeth. But
I think they match up well with the Chiefs, man, because that defense is solid. They got fucking a running game. They got
they
two
can
different running backs.
score.
Yeah.
That's the
And they got they
thing.
got
Is
they
that
got
you have to
receivers and
out.
uh, but lately, like the Chiefs, There's been some close games for the Chiefs, man. It's like
They
it's
just
been some
got
games for the
stopped
Chiefs.
on
Yeah,
a
it was.
drive. They had to
Yeah,
kick a fucking
there've
field
been
goal.
some close games. Like
Yeah.
I ain't saying Detroit is going to win the Super Bowl, but I just feel in the NFC, there's not a team in the NFC right now that could match up with the Lions.
With
The
the
Lions had one bad game. That's why they're not
yeah.
10-0 right now. They had a
So
bad
you're
game.
saying that they're
You know what I
they're
mean?
they're the, pretty much the only contender in the NFC for the
Yeah,
Super
because
Bowl.
who else can you really go for in the NFC? Like
I
that
mean, Minnesota's
dominate.
pretty good. If
No, like
Darnold doesn't
they
fuck
are,
up,
but look, dude, they're playing Chicago right now, and it's halfway through the first quarter, and it's 0-0. Like they're
okay.
not as good.
I don't know. I don't
You know
know.
what I
You
mean?
asked, and I'm just kind of throwing out
Yeah,
teams like I think that could potentially, if oh, son of a bitch, that's gonna piss off the wife. The Commanders running back, fucking Brian Robinson Jr. is out. Questionable to return with the fucking ankle injury. That's bad for a fucking running back, dude. You're probably not getting back on the field.
Mhm.
Son of a bitch. Well, we'll tell her about that later. Or she's gonna come back all pissed off. Yeah.
You're ready.
So, yeah,
When's
dude.
Pacheco supposed to come back, man?
Huh?
When's Pacheco supposed to come back?
A couple weeks, I think. I don't know.
Uh,
I'm making that up. So
uh,
right off the top of my head, I have
they
no
need
fucking
that
clue.
so
I
bad,
think
man.
it's soon though. I think it's soon because the wife went and picked him back up off the waivers in fantasy
Okay.
because he's like supposed to be returning soon. So yeah, Pacheco should be back, dude. I mean, fucking Chiefs are just getting healthier,
Yeah.
and I mean, people talk about Baltimore, being able to beat, but nah, dude. Like it's just the Chiefs are winning while hurt, and Baltimore's
Yeah, but
barely pulling out wins or losing
oh,
because they're not using their personnel right. I still believe Henry should have been on the field during that last fucking whatever.
dude, no, like speaking of that's funny that you were talking about that Ravens game because I wanted to talk about that. It don't make any sense, man. Like it's like Lamar wants to be the leading rusher on the team, man. It's like you have Henry. Like Henry, like the last game against Pittsburgh, Henry was on the field 13 times, man. He had 13 carries, man, for 5 yards a carry. And you only let that man touch the ball 13 times. And then you got Lamar, like he's rushing the ball 4 times, and he has like 40 some yards, something like that. But this is where it gets crazy. The dude threw the ball 33 times, man. Like, why? Like, you don't need to throw it with 25. Get the running back the other fucking carries. Like, y'all would have won that game. They would have won that game, man.
Dude, and I'm not totally against the play call because I mean Lamar Jackson is your star player. I mean
Mm-hmm.
that's the guy who you want the ball to be in the hands of, when the game is on the line, right? But
Mm-hmm.
also you have Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
If you have him on the field, if anything, he's gonna attract at least one guy that
he's
could
going
that
to free up that safety. So when you want to throw the
or that
ball, you can throw it stretch the
linebacker.
field.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could stretch the field. You
yeah.
could do a play action, or you could
Now
whatever. You
Lamar
could.
has to beat
You got to
one
keep the
less guy
defense on.
or
Yeah,
throw a big block because Derrick Henry's a big motherfucker. Use him as a fucking fullback. Something I don't know.
something, man.
Run an
Yeah.
option.
Well, he should get the
Fuck.
ball more than 13 times, man. He should
Yeah,
get the ball more than 13 times. Like
yeah.
point blank. Like
Most
Lamar
definitely.
fucking had only 200 yards passing. 33 fucking, he threw the ball 33 times, man, and had 207 yards passing. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You got that beast. Like I'm telling you, that organization, like all the way around, they're not the first game, the first couple of games. You remember they weren't running fucking Henry. Like he wasn't even in the fucking game. Like he wasn't hurt. He just wasn't running the ball. You know what I mean? So
I don't understand
he's in the
how
wrong
they're
team, man. He fucked around and got to the wrong team.
I don't understand how they're not putting up fucking just just blowing
Hmm.
teams out. I don't understand how they're not doing that. They have Lamar Jackson, they have Rashad Bateman, they have fucking Derrick Henry, they have
Dude,
who else? I mean, who are the other? They have fucking Mark Andrews. They have
dude, they could fucking like Lamar and him could share. They could bring back the fucking
they
like
have
the option.
Isaiah Likely.
Dude, they could bring back the fucking option, and both of them could fucking eat. You know, like them two fucking running the fucking option. Like,
They have Deontay Johnson now.
dude, they have so many weapons. They have so many weapons, man. Like
How
it's
are they not? How are they not blowing teams out? I don't get that. It doesn't make you pretty much you have the Kansas City Chiefs, but a better running quarterback,
Mhm.
and he doesn't look weird running. Lamar
And
Jackson looks
he's
fucking good
he's a
running the ball.
solid quarterback, man. Like a pocket quarterback at times, man. Like he's solid. He ain't the greatest, but he's not bad. You know, so like I don't understand it, man. Like
Mm.
that
What I'm
Pittsburgh
saying
game,
is
I was
you
like,
have the Kansas City Chiefs, but better
mhm,
in Baltimore, as far as like personnel wise.
mhm,
I mean, you would make an argument Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, but you pretty much you have a quarterback with an arm and a better scrambling ability than Patrick
yep,
Mahomes, is what I'm saying.
mhm.
Um, so I don't understand how they're not just is it just they're getting schemed against better? I don't understand.
I don't know what it is, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I have no clue what the fuck it is. It don't make any sense to me, to be honest with you. I'm like, but
Well,
like I mean, I'm not an NFL coach. Like so, like, but is it that the fucking Pittsburgh was that good? I mean, because fucking like Russell Wilson is like that dude's having a fucking record year, man. Like beat five
yeah,
of
I'm
them.
not a
He
fan
only
of
played
that,
five
but
games. Yeah, but
yeah,
it's crazy. But think about it like this,
it
man. Like he
is.
played 5 games. Like in 5 games, he has 1,200 yards. You know what I mean? That's almost like 250, 260 a game that he's getting.
I
And Justin Fields had 8 games and he had 1,100 yards. You know what I mean? So like, I just
I
think that
I
I don't
don't
know.
it look, it's clearly it's
Mhm,
clear that they made the right decision in
mhm.
benching Fields and putting Wilson in, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. Okay?
Yeah,
I know.
you
I
don't have to
think it
like it. I'm
I
just
think
saying
they
it, like
crushed
it
they
fits. I think
they
it fits.
crushed Fields, man. They crushed that boy.
Mm,
And I don't mean to say boy, but I mean
mm,
to say that in like in a young sense. Like he's a young man, like he was getting starts, he was winning. Granted, he's
mhm.
not winning like the way Wilson started winning, dropping dimes. He had a couple good passes, Wilson.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it's just that does something to Mr. Fields, to Justin, to that quarterback that gets benched while winning, and the next guy comes back, and it's just I
Mhm.
don't, I don't. I don't. It was the right decision, clearly,
I
because
think
Pittsburgh
either
is
way,
winning.
like
But
both of them help next year. Like no matter what,
yeah,
both of them help next year because Fields look good this year.
I
He
want
looked
to
good.
see
He
Fields
still look good.
succeed. That's my thing. I want to see him succeed, and he was, and they benched him, and I don't like
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
And I
But
wanted
it
I
makes sense
wanted the
though now.
Dolphins to pick him up. Well, I thought he would have been a good fit while Tua was, dealing with his head shit.
Yeah,
Um, but I thought he would. I thought, and he
yeah,
had a good time down in Miami, dude.
yeah.
South Beach. He'd have been cool, but
I
I
mean,
don't
he
know.
would have he would have fit perfectly. He would have fit there because he's an RPO quarterback, so he would fit perfectly with that weapons with the receivers. I think
He was.
if they can
I
only
th
get a fucking tight end, man, they need fucking Miami needs a tight end. I
I
believe in
have
tight
a
end.
I have a special like fanship with Fields for some reason, and I think it's stemmed because I started watching him when watching that Netflix QB1 show,
Yeah.
and yeah, and then I kind of paid attention a little bit while he was at Ohio State. I was like, yeah, that's the kid I was watching. And then when the Bears got him,
Mhm.
they traded up for him and I was excited. I think it was the first time as a Bears fan that I was truly excited about, like I was more excited about Justin Fields than I was about um
The human joystick.
any other fucking quarterback that yeah.
The
I
human
mean,
joystick. Cohen,
yeah,
whatever his name was.
yeah, and Cutler and I want to say I was excited about Cutler, and I was a little bit only because of what he was doing, what he did in Denver with Brandon Marshall. And
Yeah.
then he came to the Bears, and I was like, oh, if he could do that in Denver, he can do yeah. Anyway. But anyway, yeah, so Fields goes to the Bears, and I'm fucking stoked. And then all that shit happens with Caleb Williams, and they give, and I was like, you know what? Fuck the Bears. And so I still follow Fields, and I wish him the best in all his future NFL endeavors.
I
And
think he
that's
needs
my
a good organization, man. He needs a good quality coach with a solid run game and some weapons. I mean, I felt like if he had the weapons that Chicago has right now, he'd probably been successful. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like he'd probably been
Why didn't you
like,
do you could have done
I don't understand
more.
that, dude.
You could have done
But I don't
more.
understand.
Like you already had Fields.
Mhm.
Like the Bears didn't have to give up what they did to get Caleb Williams when I mean clear I think the Bears could have been doing just as good right now with Fields as what they're doing with Williams.
Yeah,
In
they
fact,
probably been
I
better,
think they
man.
would probably be doing
I
better
think they'd
with
be
those
doing better.
weapons.
Yeah.
They would probably be doing better with Fields than what they're doing with fucking Williams right now. I don't think anyone's talking about that. Is anyone talking about that? Or are we
No,
just bringing it up because we're fucking geniuses?
no, I like it's the eye test, man. Like it's the eye test. We see it. Like it's there. There's no hiding it. I think it's proven to me, man, that honestly, since I you could think back that Chicago has ruined quarterbacks. Whether they were halfway decent, whether they were good quarterbacks, they are known to ruin quarterbacks, man. And it's been over and over again, I felt like since like I don't think they had a coach that could work with young quarterbacks since they probably lost McMahon. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I think that he was just like he was built different anyhow. You know what I mean? Like,
Since we're on the subject of quarterbacks, big right now,
mhm.
let's talk about Daniel Jones and the
Oh,
fucking New
yeah.
York Football Giants.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts on that?
dude. It's, I feel like I'm a psychic because I question when they drafted him as like first round, like the sixth pick. I questioned that. Like this dude is rated a second or third round quarterback. Like
I
why
feel
are you
like they
giving
were
him?
I feel like they were looking for their Tom Brady, you know? I feel
Going to
like
late
that's what it
round,
was.
right?
Because,
Yeah,
I mean, Tom Brady was nobody at Michigan. Nobody knew who the
yeah.
fuck he was. It was a late draft.
Mhm,
It kind of felt that's the feeling I
mhm,
got from it.
mhm.
Like when they went with that, I was like, who the
Because I think the thing that ruined him, that ruined the
fuck?
Giants at the
Pittman
time,
Jr.'s hurt.
was the
Sorry.
thing that ruined the Giants at the time was that they had two first round picks. So they had a high one and they had a lower one that was like in the 20s. So they was like, oh, no matter what, we can make up for it. No, man, no. Like you lost so many great pieces you could have put on
Dude,
that team other than
dude.
Daniel Jones.
Dude, I go back. I don't, but uh to go back and watch the hard knocks of the New York
Mhm.
Giants and listen to them negotiate with Saquon Barkley and be
Yeah,
talking about going with Daniel Jones over Saquon and this, that, and the other thing is, oh, I'm replaying it in my head because I watched it. I was like, you dumb motherfuckers. And that's not to say uh Saquon would be doing what he's doing in New York right now if he stayed as you know what he's doing in Philly is incredible. And I'm saying that I don't think he would be doing that in New York. He would still be doing Saquon things like,
Yeah.
he's a
He probably
great
wouldn't be doing
fucking
that.
running back,
So,
but he
well,
would
they
not
got
be
a better
putting up the
line.
numbers he's doing right now if he had stayed with the Giants. But
No,
what a fucking drop of the ball, fucking Giants.
gave the
And to be
contract to the
on
wrong
record
person.
doing it. Like they have video
Gave
of
the
you guys
contract to the
talking
wrong
about it.
person.
You fucking idiots.
Dude, like you gave the contract to the wrong person. But think about it like
Yeah.
this. He got that contract 2 years ago.
Good
You know
for
what I mean?
Daniel
It's like,
Jones, though. Good for him.
yeah, he got Daniel Jones got a two. He made $70 million guaranteed off that. Because with the signing bonus, he made $70 million 2 years.
Right?
Now, because they're fucking, this is how much of a dumpster fire this is. Like now they fucking, instead of waiting till June 1st so they could spread the cap out and eliminate some of it, they fucking went ahead and cut him. So now they got to pay that man another $22 million, man.
Right
Like
now.
really? Like I mean, but the rest of the time it's no guaranteed money after this. So next year is no guarantee. Next year is no guarantee. But like you
Yeah.
still paid this man 92 million dollars, man, to
They just
suck.
they just
You
to
know,
go
and
away. To
Saquon
go
up like,
away.
yeah, I just don't. Dude, it was so disrespectful how they didn't even make him a backup. They pretty much made him a fucking third string, and then they were like, "That's not good enough. You're off the team."
I saw, yeah,
Like
I saw that. Like it was like the same day there
it's
was like
so
a news
crazy.
report that like Daniel Jones is on the practice squad. They have him playing safety on the practice squad. And I was like, what the
How
fuck?
fucking
And
crazy is
then
that?
the same day or the next day, it's like he's gone.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, that makes more sense.
Like I'm like, what are you doing right now? Like, I mean, I can't feel bad for the dude. Like I said, man, like in fucking
Dude, I mean, I
three
feel
years, he
bad for
made $92 million, man. So
I mean,
just stop.
yeah, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. I don't feel
Just
bad
stop.
for him. I can't hate on him
I don't
though.
feel bad.
I can't. He
No,
didn't
I'm
do
not.
this. He
Dude,
didn't
he
do
was crying
this.
on
Like,
TV, man. You see him? Did you see the
yeah,
like
yeah, I
ESPN?
saw
Dude,
that.
that
It
shit was
looks like
bad.
he got hit. Like, did he get beat up in the
Uh,
locker room or
no,
something?
but he always looks like he's cross-eyed, man. Like
Yeah,
seriously, that's his look. He always looks like I'm like your eyes are
yeah,
about to
yeah.
cross. It's like almost.
This eye, this
It's
eye.
like
Can you see
you
it?
have one eye.
Can you
You
see it?
got
Like,
one
hey,
eye that just want to
hi,
kind of do his whole thing.
I'm Daniel
Like,
Jones. Where's
yeah.
Saquon? Throw the ball.
He's like, where the
But
camera?
it's really,
Where's the
really
camera?
wide.
Where's the
Yeah.
camera?
Dude, okay, but
It's
yeah, I
just
can't hate
crazy.
on the guy. Like it's not
No, I
his
can't hate on him,
fault.
man.
Like it's not like he went crying to the GM or the head coach and he was like, "Please pick me over Saquon" or anything. He didn't do any of that. That was all the
That was all
organization.
GM.
Yeah, that was all their
Yeah.
stupid ass's fault. So if they wanted to, dump their money in him and and that's what he goes and does, that's whatever. I mean, be mad at him for his field, for his play on the field, but
He
don't be
was,
mad because, they chose you over Saquon. That wasn't him.
dude, he
So,
was, my dog going crazy right now.
oh, that's cool, man. Mine are all sleeping. So
But
do you think somebody picks him up?
no, I mean,
I don't think,
why?
right?
Charlie down, down, chill. That,
This is
stop.
the best part of the
Yeah,
podcast, dude.
yeah. What
Yeah.
up? Go lay down. Go. It's to it.
But
My
yeah,
fault.
they're talking about he's looking
Yeah,
for a fucking contender. And I was
he's
like, who the fuck
ooh, like
who the
he's
fuck
not
is
good.
looking for a Daniel Jones?
Dude, he's not good. He's
No.
never been good. Like I'm telling you, man. Like I watched that kid in college, man. He was never good. Like he was never good. Like
Yeah,
that's
man. So damn, that sucked. I mean, whatever. He goes away, the Giants fucking take a big ass dump.
mhm.
And they're going with fucking Danny DeVito's son. Fucking whatever.
Bro, they gone back to that dude like fucking 2, 3 years now, man. Like they've
Yeah.
been going back to like I
You
mean, at
can't
least he's
say
on the
anything.
team.
Your fucking Dallas team just
We do the same shit with
re-signed.
Cooper
Yeah.
Rush. Yeah, we do
No,
the
and
same
the
shit
other
with Cooper.
guy.
Uh,
Dallas just signed that other guy again. That other quarterback.
oh, Will Greer.
Greer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Will
yeah, yeah.
Greer.
They brought
Yeah,
his ass back.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was I think he was the dude that was
He
that
was there
played.
when they did Hard Knocks.
Yeah, well, I think he played for Tony Romo's the same place he went to college at Northern Illinois. I think he
Yeah,
went.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think he played there.
Yeah, his wife is an Olympic fucking track athlete.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're cool. They're
Like
cool. They're
fucking
good
one's
people,
champion.
man. Dude,
Yeah,
that
it's a
Hard
cool
Knocks,
story, man. It's a cool fucking story.
that
Dude's
Hard
solid.
Knock, he still runs with
Yeah,
her and
yeah,
shit. Like it's
yeah,
crazy, dude. They're
yeah,
cool. Hope
yeah.
they're still together. Anyway, that Hard Knocks, dude, is still the best intro I've seen. The Dallas
Mhm,
fucking intro. Remember
mhm.
that one? It's the drone through the entire fucking Jerry world.
Yeah, through the whole. Yeah,
Yeah,
that place
dude.
is awesome, man. That place is like it's an experience to go see it.
Yeah, dude.
Like
It's
even if
just,
you hate the
they call
Cowboys,
it
man,
Jerry
that fucking
World, dude. It's its own
yeah.
fucking world. Yeah.
Dude, like you see it on TV now when you go up to the stadium. I remember because I had season tickets because, dude, it was $200 plus taxes, like 260 a year for 10 games, two playoff games, two and eight home games, but they were stand up seats. But like, dude,
Still,
like we'll
dude.
go out
Still.
there. Like half the time we were hanging out where the fucking football fields at. You see where the stadiums at? They
Yeah.
had TVs. They had like big ass TVs that were up, and they had two, three bars up there, and that's where you were able to smoke. So we go out there and smoke and watch it on the TV and drink mixed drinks, and fucking
Yeah.
people be out there fucking throwing footballs on the fucking like running routes and shit on the football field, like really playing fucking football. I'm like, dude, I'm not playing football. Like, no,
I'm
but
trying
it's
to drink,
it's a
watch a
cool
game
experience.
on the TV at the
Yeah, it's a
stadium.
cool fucking
That
experience,
never
dude.
made sense to
Like,
me.
uh,
Like I get the experience of where
yeah.
like being there and
Well, no, dude.
being with
Like,
the fans,
like,
but to be at the stadium and watch the game on the TV, like I could have been at
yeah.
home and spent
No,
350 less
but
fucking
the
dollars.
whole thing about it is like when I'm there, like when I'm watching the game, I watch it. But half the time when you're standing, you're watching the game, and then you look up to see the replay to see what happened because you're fucking up on the second level. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
after like the fucking season, like half the time we just like fucking when we had the season tickets, we went out there and it was just I could
It's
just
the
sit there and smoke cigarettes. You know what I mean?
and it's the experience.
And
You're
drink
around
and
other
watch the game. It
fans
was
and
like a giant. It's like I was at a real Dallas Cowboy bar because
yeah.
I had fucking live
I mean,
music
you
in the
were.
back. Yeah, it was fucking awesome. Like that's why I really started doing that shit. That shit was pretty fucking cool.
Dude, you
But,
see what Tennessee is doing to fucking Houston right now? Is it Houston? It's
do you see,
17-7, bro.
bro? Do you see the fucking what's going on in Minnesota, the fucking Chicago game? I looked down and looked up, and we got
It's
us a fucking
7-7,
game, man.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like I looked down, it was 0-0, and then I fucking looked up and it's 7-7. I missed
How the
fucking
fuck
everything.
how the fuck is the Commanders not putting up mad points on Dallas right now?
I don't know. I have
Dude.
no idea.
Dude, okay. I want to get to my do you have another subject? Because I have another subject to talk about.
Yeah, man. Like I go after you, man. I got another subject I definitely want to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the fucking idiots that we call NFL players? And I'm generalizing, only because I
Yeah, come on.
have three instances. Um, the first one, dude, did you watch the Thursday night game? Steelers, Cleveland
I
Browns,
did,
the
man. Like
fucking
I
snow game.
halfway through the second quarter, man. Like I was looking at the
Uh,
back of my
yeah,
eyelids. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
saw the
got you.
highlights. I was like, holy
Beautiful game.
shit, that's a lot of snow. I was like, a
Beautiful
lot of
game.
snow.
That's the way football should be played. I love it, dude. I love it.
So,
But I wanted to get in particular about same car drove by my house twice. It gets me all paranoid. Uh fucking
hey,
Jameis
walking.
Winston, dude. Fucking
I
Jameis Winston.
love him. I
And
love him, dude.
dude, I'm gonna see if I can play. I took the video of his pregame interview, and
Mm-hmm.
I seriously, dude, like I had no idea this was coming about. I made a comment online about Jameis Winston and his, just pregame shit. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so and then this comes on the fucking TV, and I'm gonna play it next to the
I know
microphone
this
so you
shit.
can hear it.
I,
This is him on the
I already know what
sidelines
you're
before
talking
the
about.
game. Yeah, let's see if we can hear it.
My man. Hey, if you just giving glory to God, man, that's all that is. Come on. All right. Amen. That's it. All right. And he did it. Like he said he was going to do
What?
it. He did it.
What?
He
What
said
the
he was
fuck
going
are
to
you
do it. He
talking
did
about,
it. They
James?
won. They should have won that game. And he said that he was going to win, and they did it. Like they did it. Like I'm telling you, like understand. Like the
Jimmy,
thing that
those
I
weren't
understand,
answers. She
he
asked questions,
no,
and
he was just making a statement. Like he was being a Christian man making a statement. That's what he was doing, man. Like and he was being funny while he was doing it, man. I thought like I think the dude's hilarious. I think he's hilarious, man. I think like
he's
some of the
dude.
stuff
It's
like
like
EW when he started
he's
talking
he's
about
hilarious.
the emblems like on the helmet when he was talking about that and he's like, oh yeah, we don't have any. Like he's just a
No, no,
cornball.
no,
We done had
no.
this discussion.
He
He's a
wasn't like,
cornball, but
oh,
I love it.
he had to be told. They're like, dude, we don't have fucking emblems on our helmets for the
Telling you.
Browns.
I'm telling you, he's a cornball, man. But like, I love it, man. I love it. Hey, and the
Amy,
dude's been
another
playing.
word for that is an idiot.
Look,
He's
no, all right, but that
stupid.
idiot is controlling that team. Like he's like you saw the quarterback play same exact team when they had Watson. It's a different team.
I'm not
Yeah, it's a
talking to
different
his
team.
athletic
He's he's a
football
weirdo.
playing
Yeah,
ability.
yeah.
Clearly,
He's a weirdo.
he's in the NFL. He's a starting quarterback in the NFL. He is good at football, but what he is not good at is
He's a
reading
weirdo.
books,
Love it.
fucking
Like,
controlling what comes out of his mouth,
dude, yeah, like,
thinking
oh, like
about
he
what
ain't.
comes out of his mouth before saying it. He's not good at that.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
he's a cornball, man, and I
I'm
love it about it. Like that's what I love about it.
I'm all
I'm like,
for it
like
because
it's funny, man.
dude, we're pretty much we're laughing at him.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
this is not a smart guy that you're putting a microphone in front of. I'm all for it, but let's realize what we're doing. We're laughing at this guy. Like we're not laughing with him. He thinks this is all normal. Like this is everything that he's saying is fucking great. Like that.
The man, really, the man just really just he's using a platform, man. That's what he's doing. He's using a platform to send a message.
I'm, yeah,
But like, it's
I'm
funny.
all for it, Jimmy. But I'm just saying,
It's
it's
hilarious.
like he's not like he's
No,
this guy isn't doing math anytime
no.
soon. Okay,
Yeah, he's unique
unless it's
individual, man. But I think
counting defensive players.
dude, like seriously, I think that's why I like him so much. And like I'm like, man, he's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. I mean, like he's probably not a all out starter, like all 17 game starter for a team. Like I just don't see that. But he's a good filler. But I think what I like about him most, man, is just because he's a cornball. Like he's a cornball, man. Like it makes me laugh. Like some of the
Everyone
stuff he
likes to
says.
watch the stupid kid do stupid things.
That's it, man. It just makes me laugh, man. So I like comedy, man. I like laughter.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
but
so
yeah,
do I.
but I
And
get it. Man. No, I get it. What the
so
fuck?
we'll get off beating up that motherfucker for a second, but also, did you? I don't know if this was a true story or not, but
What's that?
your safety, was it Trayvon Diggs? Is it Trayvon?
Yeah, bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, and he took like apparently had an IQ test done, and he was borderline R worded. Did you see that?
What?
Did you see
No,
that? Oh
I am not.
yeah.
I have not seen it.
So What college did he go to?
I have no idea what college he went to.
See that? See, I want to
Hold on,
that
hold on,
I
hold on,
want
hold on, hold on.
to. That's gonna bleed into our like
Was it
Wednesday
LSU?
football, college
Was it
football.
LSU? I'm gonna look
Huh?
it up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up
I could
because I
probably do it, but I
remember
don't
when
want
he
to
got
right now.
drafted. I saw it, but I can't remember. Like
Yeah.
I'm old. I
So
can't remember it anymore. I think
he's
it's
a prod
LSU. Maybe
probably.
no.
That sounds right. Or was that
Yeah, I
Stefan?
think
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
But
Like no,
that
no.
that just
Yeah.
goes to my
I want
thing, like these college kids that because of of how when we talked about it before, because their
to.
talent that they're just getting past. Like yeah, you're gonna continue to play football. We don't care. We're gonna give you the grade.
That's why I feel they should make some kind of money in college because a lot of them make them like a small percentage. What is it like 6% make it to the NFL? So a lot of them
But
that
Jimmy,
might.
that's that I'm saying the
Uh,
the the kids that are getting like the passing grade just because
mhm.
of their talent on the field, those are the guys that are going to end up in the NFL.
Sure.
The smarter kids are going to earn the $2.5 million whatever nil for 6 fucking years and just bleed it out in college and then walk out of there with a fucking piece of paper, no debt, and with God knows how many millions in the bank and go be quiet about somewhere, and not have
I would,
CTE.
dude.
Those are
I
going to
would
be
be
the
a
smart
fucking like.
kids.
I would coach my kid up if I had a young kid. I would coach it up and be a kicker to go to
Yep,
school and be really good and get nil and make millions.
dude,
Like kicking
dude.
65, 68-yard field goals in
Just,
college. You know how much
just,
money that man makes.
yeah. Teach your kid to be a kicker and be a fucking like badass about it.
Mhm.
Be like, dude, like setting up like his own videos and shit, like kicking stuff over things and just making millions, like a bunga millions of dollars
Yeah,
to be a
I ain't
kick.
talking about
There
these
is no
little.
awesome kickers, dude. There aren't
Dude,
awesome
I'm
kickers.
talking about Janikowski size. Like
Yeah,
I need a linebacker, play a kicker, man. Like,
yeah, with
yeah,
less of an
uh,
addiction though.
yeah. Hey, that's
Yeah,
okay, man.
yeah,
Like,
minus
hey,
the addiction. Yeah.
sometimes that addiction gets you,
Dude, that guy,
wings.
did you hear stories? That guy would show up, like he would disappear and like show up like minutes before the game and just be hammered. Like
Who was
from the
that kicker,
car.
man? You remember fucking necessary roughness?
Yeah.
The kicker that always
Kathy
had smoked
Ireland.
cigarette. Yeah,
Kathy
like
Ireland.
that's him. That was him, but this is like a bigger version of that dude. Like, he didn't give
But
a fuck.
the
He used
the
to tackle
kicker
people.
the kicker in necessary roughness was Kathy Ireland.
Not the kick, the one dude, the fucking always smoked a cigarette.
You're thinking of the replacements.
The
The
replacements.
movie The
That's what I was thinking.
Replacements.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
The
replacement.
British
The
guy.
kicker
Yeah.
with a cigarette. That guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Who had a he couldn't kick or something like that because he owed money to some
yeah.
mafia
And
guys
then
or
he was
some
like,
shit.
"Fuck it." He was like, "I can't kick because it's
Mm.
like."
And then Keanu Reeves bailed him out because he's awesome. Okay, but yeah, supposedly he took a fucking IQ test and was a borderline R word, like just above it.
I don't think
So
that's true, man.
okay,
Like, I
I don't
don't
know.
think
I
that's
mean, we don't talk about fucking all true things here all the time. We're an opinion based sports podcast.
true.
Oh, okay, but the latest one, dude. All right, here's my third example. And this comes from Adam Schefter, so this shit's real as fuck. And when you play with that dog,
Come on.
Jimmy. You fucking take time and you
Uh,
play with that goddamn dog. All right.
I am. I'm
Okay.
playing. Well,
If mine were
like,
awake wanting
you
to
ain't got to
play,
worry
I'd
about that.
play with him. But
I spoiled the shit
dude,
out of this dog. This dog
so
spoiled.
and it
Be my
should be.
girl, though.
Thank you for doing that. So check this out.
Be
So
my girl.
Puka Nakua, you know him. You're a
Yeah.
big fan of him.
Yeah.
You
Rams.
thought he
Yeah.
was a heavy piece of the Rams, but you were wrong. He's a good,
He's
yeah,
a solid player. He's
yeah,
been hurt. He's injury prone, man. Like, he's injury prone.
yeah,
Too young to be injury prone.
right.
Yeah.
Did you know that he just recently found out that the Rams played in the NFC West?
Mm.
Do you know he's on the Rams.
Mm,
So
yeah,
he didn't know what fucking division he played in. He didn't know his.
I don't know what to say about that, man. That's sad. That's probably one of the first things you want to know who's inside your
I
division
mean,
and what
you kind of
division you're in
just.
because
I
you got.
figured if you have any type of football IQ, you know where your fucking team plays. Like
See,
I
that's
don't.
how I know that Diggs know that he's in the NFC East. So he ain't that
Does
like.
he?
So that guy
Has anyone
probably.
ever asked him that question? I don't know. Well, we should ask him the
But
question.
I mean, I'm just thinking that he probably, knows it.
Probably. But I mean, I would make a bet that you've got a 50-50 chance right now that he probably doesn't know that what fucking division. There's probably now a bunch of fucking wide receivers and other dudes that are
Mhm.
scrambling. They're like they look it up on their phones, like, oh fuck, what? I'm gonna get asked this question now. I don't want to look like a fucking idiot too. I guarantee you there's some of those guys scrambling around. So yeah, that's my third example for idiots in the NFL. So
All right. Dude, what
Jimmy
the fuck
hitting,
is going on? What is going on with the fucking Texans, man? Like they've been struggling.
dude, I need Tank Dell to get me points. And there's CJ Stroud to who is it? Fuck. Who's 12? Fuck. Who's 12 for Houston? I hope that's Tank Dell.
Colin?
I
Talking
hope
about
it's not Nico. Shit,
yeah,
it
Nico
is
Collins.
Nico.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going against
Collins,
him in
bro. Yeah.
fantasy.
Uh,
Damn it. But I
Nico just
have
scored.
CJ Stroud, so holy
Bro,
shit.
like how is this game is
Blocked field goal, missed
ridiculous, man.
field
Like
goal.
it's
What's going on with
0-3.
Dallas?
It's over. Like, dude, like I don't know what's going on. 0-3. I mean, it's just crazy. Like,
The Commanders have figured out
dude,
how to shut down Dallas Cowboys' best player,
I
Aubrey.
might, hey, I might have to. Can we pause? I think she got a shit. I
Okay,
think
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Like,
No,
I
it's
ain't
all
gonna
good.
lie.
I'll pee too.
Yeah. All right. We are back.
Bah.
Small intermission.
Yeah, because people had to pee pee and poo poo and motherfucking goddamn Washington just turned the ball over again. That was Nico Collins that scored that touchdown, and that sucks for
Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah.
Why are the games so close? I thought that Kansas City would be running away with it right now. I mean, they kind of are, but they're not.
Yeah, Mahomes just took a hit right to the hip, but he's still moving. He's still Oh,
Like,
rare drop by Kelsey.
uh-huh.
Hmm.
That tour messed him up, man. That
Yeah.
tour messed him up.
Yep. Oh man, his fingers are weak from
You think he retires this year? After this
holding
year,
microphones, huh?
you think he retires or next year?
No,
Like, what do you think,
no,
dude? He looks tired. Motherfucker looks tired.
no. Oh, your running back is out, Robinson Jr. Did he come back? Oh, I thought you were gonna come in here all mad, but apparently Robinson Jr. is back. I don't know why I don't know that because that game is on over here.
Mm,
Yep, but damn. Yeah. All right, Jimmy, you got to give me a topic. Let's go.
dude, fucking Cincinnati. What's going? What's going on with Cincinnati,
It's
man?
Cincinnati, dude. That's what it is. It's
This
Cincinnati.
fucking court, like fucking Joe Burrow is having a season. Like this dude is having a season, man. Like you look at his stats, it's probably one of his better years. Like his NFL career. Like that fucking defense, man. How can you
Right.
be that bad? Like that defense is that fucking bad. Like that's insane.
We just talked
It-
about. Yeah, dude. Um, it's Cincinnati. Like they can't.
yeah,
Like they have the offense. Okay,
no defense.
they can't stop anyone. They can't stop anyone. they air out the ball. They did have a running back in Mixon. They let him go. And he's killing it down in Houston now.
Yeah, they don't have the
So
money. They ain't have the money for him. I mean, that was the
yeah,
problem.
I get like when it comes to money things, I get it. You know, it's a business, like you always say, it's a
Mhm.
business. But try and do something, like
Yeah,
improve somewhere.
something. Yeah.
Uh, and they're just it just feels like they're giving CPR to the offense and
Hmm.
they're keeping it alive just enough to for us to be talking about it, but it's not sustaining. It's not they're dead. They're
Hmm.
fucking dead. Pretty
But
much is
we
what
talked.
I'm getting at. I think
Yeah, but we
Cincinnati
talked
is
about early. We talked about in early episodes. It's because, like you said, it actually. It was that all the contracts, like taking up all that money, like all them dudes taking up all that fucking money. Like this is what it's going to be. Like you're not going to have an offensive line, and you're not going to have a defense. Like this is what it's going to be. Fucking ridiculous.
like,
Like,
dude, I
I,
just why? I mean, I don't know. If I was if I was given the chance as a GM, I
mhm,
would I would try and sell. It'd be a hard sell, but I would try and sell the whole. Let's just see if we put the majority of our money in our lines, like our
mhm,
offensive line for one, like okay, and then a couple of hot or at least one fucking all pro defensive end, and then see if we can't just then take not mediocre, but not have, maybe go to the draft and,
mhm.
maybe pick up veteran wide receivers just instead of money ball it really. But then mainly what I'm saying is
You
take
got
a
to have a
team
good
and
GM.
focus your big money on your lines
Yeah,
and see if that doesn't win you something, you
it
know?
works. It works, man. Like good organizations do it. They draft offensive linemen in the first round. They treat
But
them like fucking like those top priority picks.
no, I'm Jimmy,
So,
but I'm saying like three of your highest grossing players are linemen. Is the kind of team I'm looking for.
mm.
That kind go with
We
that
did that.
extreme.
We did that. Like we did that, and it worked good for 6 years. Like about 6 years, it worked good, and then yeah, it didn't work so well after that. Like we paid a lot of people dead cat. You know what I mean? Like we
I
paid a
think it would
lot of people dead cat.
I think it would expose really how good or how effective or how important, I think is the word, that an offensive line is to a
It's
team.
very important.
Because I mean, look at it's clear, it's been shown that when you have a freaking future Hall of Famer quarterback or a razzle dazzle your money's in your quarterback and your wide receivers, and we're getting back to paying running backs. But it's shown that that works to score points. It does what is projected to do. But if you get Mahomes to fucking Kelsey, finally caught one. No, Noah Gray. He's the
Oh, great.
future of Kelsey.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Stacy
faster.
just brought up the subject before she walked out. She was like, "Hey, I got a subject. How much longer does Kelsey have?" And I was like, "We actually just talked
That's
about
what I
that."
said. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she flipped me off and walked out of the room.
I was like I'm thinking if he has maybe 1 year after this season, maybe 2 years, depends on how good their team is. But I think he gets pushed out before that, man. I
Yeah,
think he gets like
and I don't,
he
and I
gets
don't
ready to
think,
oh pretty much.
and I don't think Noah Gray is their next in line. I think he's their filler guy right now. While if what you say happens, Kelsey, works his way out, either at the end of this year or next. I think you think if they win a championship, he's done. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I think that I think they win a championship. He'll definitely be back because he's gonna be like, I'm gonna go for the four-peat. And it's
No.
not gonna it's gonna be like Aaron Rodgers. It's gonna be like Aaron Rodgers this year.
You
He should have
think?
stayed his ass at home. Yeah, I think. Like,
I
but
think Kelsey's
I
smarter than
think
that.
he has 2 years. I'm thinking like professionally, he has a year and a half. The second, like it's gonna be 2 years, but like a year and a half. That's why I feel he got in him. He's
I
slow
can
now, man. That dude's so
I
slow,
could
dropping
see that.
balls.
I could see that. I would buy that if the Chiefs don't win the Super Bowl this year. I could see Kelsey coming back to try, and we'll
Mhm,
all see it as that. Like he's just,
mhm.
you know,
It's not gonna
the
end well.
performance on the field will show, and he'll end up retiring after that. But I think, if the Chiefs win this year, I think he does retire. Um, but I don't think he's. I think he's talented enough. I don't want to go back on what I was saying earlier about I think he's done because I don't think he's done in the sense that he's talented enough to stay in this league for a lot longer. 3, 4, maybe 5 more years. But as far as staying, if he
Mhm.
stays, if they win, he's done. Um, but if they don't, I think yeah, 2 years. He gives it another season, then hangs it up.
I see, like, I could see him being in 3, 5 years, but it's not gonna be 3, 5 years for productivity. It's gonna be like he might be a third down back, in the red zone. Like he's, you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
tight
Like
ends
I
don't
don't,
stay tight ends, backup tight ends for long, you know? You're
they
either
don't,
coming
man. I
up,
just don't
you're
think.
either coming up in the tight end game or you're back up and then you're gone. Like you're
Yeah,
gone.
just look at his stats this year, man. Just look at his stats. It ain't because he has better receivers around him. No, the receivers ain't
Mm,
really that great on that team this year. They're not, man. They're like I
mm.
thought Worthy was gonna be something special. He did. He had games, but he hasn't.
He's
Like
still
50
young
yards a
though.
game.
This is
Yeah,
his rookie
but
season.
and then like Rice, I don't know if Rice is hurt. Like,
Yeah, he got hurt.
is he hurt?
He's coming
Like
back though. Yeah.
their receivers aren't really doing anything, but they're winning. They're finding a way to win. But like their receiving core is like non-existent to us. It ain't the quarterback
It's
play.
like
It's I think
the
it's the receivers,
fucking the
man.
Patriots of old when they didn't
Yeah.
have and still winning because it's your quarterback play.
They need
It's your
one
quarterback
solid
play.
receiver.
You got
They can
good
have all the
coaching.
small pieces. Yeah.
You got
And
good
that's why it
coaching.
worked. Yeah, they got great coach. Like
Yep.
great
And
coach.
you got a fucking quarterback that
Mhm.
is smart at the game of
Mhm.
football. So, and very talented, athletic wise, and can fucking play the game. And when you have that, you can get through those, like mediocre, not mediocre again. I hate that I go that word, but these non-huge all-star wide receivers, you get away not having to need those guys
Yeah, no man.
because you're better in other places.
Like last year to me was the worst year that I ever seen for the Kansas City receivers, like as a core. Last year, like was horrible. Other than Kelsey, like it was horrible. Like it was drop balls. And the same thing this year though. Like it's a lot of fucking drop balls. A lot, you know. But
Yep.
they're gonna find a way because that's just a winning organization. That's like a fucking like you said, a fucking great coach. That's a fucking good coach, knows how to coach, and a great system, like put together. So that's a great team, man. Like I just can't be a fan because they're great. But I don't hate Kansas City like I hate the Patriots. I tell you that.
Yeah.
Like I don't have
It,
no hatred toward it. I'm like they're a solid football team. Like they got a
and
great coach. Like he
and
was
dude,
good
like
when he was at the Eagles.
I don't like it's so weird how that works. Like I understand there are people that hate the Chiefs now because the Chiefs are winning and they believe that the refs are giving them games and whatever, dude. You can always find your own narrative. But um it's I find it because you make the we can make the comparison to uh the Patriots of old, when the Patriots were the dynasty and they were winning. Everyone hated them because they were on top. Um, but it's different because shouldn't we hate Andy Reid more than we hate Bill Belichick? Because Andy Reid, like, look just from his family alone, like his sons, what they have done. Like, one of them was a drug addict and what overdosed and died.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah,
not on him, but a lot of people like
yeah, that car
hard-time
accident.
Christians would be like, "Oh, your son was a whatever." But also, and the other one that was a drunk and ended up hitting
Kill somebody.
right after a game and was I don't even know if it was ever proven that he was drinking at the facility or not,
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
he
I don't know what
he's
came of that.
definitely what I'm saying is he's definitely had things in his past that you would assume that society would turn more on Andy Reid than they would Bill Belichick, who didn't do anything other than coach great football and maybe kind of try and cheat at it a couple times.
I
But
think,
they say if
I
you ain't
think
cheating,
that,
you ain't
but
trying.
I
But
think, I
isn't
think
it
that's the
weird?
reason. No, because I think that's the reason though. I think because like most people are like almost separate the coach from the person because he can't control that shit. Like, like you know what I mean? Like he can't.
Yeah,
But
I get that.
uh,
You're a reasonable person, Jimmy. You can do that. But what I'm saying is like society, if you ever been on social media, they usually if you're associated with anything, especially if it's your own
yeah,
family and they're doing terrible shit, that I mean, if you're in that position, they're gonna shit on you because of what your family's
yeah.
doing. And it's
No, I
it's
get it
weird because he's beloved. Andy Reid is beloved, where Belichick is just like fuck off, Bill
Be-
with
because
your
Andy Reid
19-year-old
is just
girlfriend.
like generally like Andy Reid's a good dude. He's not standoffish. He's not that guy. Like he if I guarantee if we were walking down the street and Andy Reid was in a store and we walked in, we could just talk to him. And it won't be no weird shit. Like we could generally hold a conversation and keep it moving.
I would want
He's
him
just
to
that
do
kind of
that.
guy,
I would
man.
want him to
Fucking,
do that commercial
uh,
that he
uh,
does the Fumblerooski.
yeah.
Roo.
Well, I don't know, man. I think it's
I thought that
cultural.
was
Belichick,
AI at first. I was like, no fucking
yeah,
way he's doing that commercial.
yeah. I just think because Belichick, like fucking that organization is just always going to be that cloud that hangs over that organization because they had not just one, multiple. They were like multiple, like cheats, like things that you. I get it. If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. You know, like you got, you got to. You know, I get it. I'm not, but I think that's the reason why people are like, fuck it. The tuck rule did it for me, man. The tuck rule, that's when I was like, I'm fucking
Yeah,
done. Like, fuck
yeah.
this organization. That's when I was like, fuck it. Like,
And that's what I think people are trying to like. I mean, you can, if you're looking for it, you could probably find it when they say that the Chiefs are getting helped by the refs. It's like,
mm,
oh, that's another pass interference. Yeah, you're trying to chop down the big tree is all they're doing. There's because there's no other reason. And I'm looking at it in the eyes of a Chiefs hater. Is there's no other way you can argue why they're winning. You can't be like you can't say you know Pat Mahomes fucking sucks. You can't say that because
mm.
he doesn't. But what
And
you
he's just,
can say is the fucking refs are helping you win this game, and then I can look up every fucking flag that the Chiefs had
well,
ever received and make
I've
it out.
seen,
So
but
what I'm saying
I've
is
seen some
people need to
questionable,
calm down.
real, like I've seen some real, you're going to get that. You're going to get a favor.
You're gonna
The
see
reason
it in
why I'm
every
saying,
game.
like, you're going to get moments like that because the NFL needs one team. Just like they had the Patriots, they need one team to have that dynasty where they are the team. So they're gonna be a couple flags thrown their way. But generally, the reason why they're fucking winning is
Oh
because they got
no.
a well put together program.
Oh no.
Kick that
Oh
Oh my
God.
god. Like they got a back brace
Oh,
up.
no, 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 no. Carolina Panthers dude just got upended and landed
Oh,
on his neck. They've got the
yeah,
body board
he
out,
got
dude.
vertebrae, man. Yeah, he got
Yeah,
vertebrae,
they
man.
got the surfboard out for that guy. I'm surprised they showed that on replay. Probably because there
Mm.
wasn't like it didn't show anything bending backwards or anything, but his neck definitely broke his fall.
Yeah, the Cowboys, man, like that was a
Oh,
hell of a thing.
that was a good catch. Who the fuck is that guy?
That's Brooks. That's Brooks.
And
Guy who
then
is
Aubrey hits one from 78 if he wanted to. He finally hits one. uh,
uh,
Jimmy, let's talk about some big games coming up this afternoon specifically, and then we'll see if we can't get a couple predictions right. Um, the first
let's
one
see
I
what we
got
can
on
do.
my radar is 49ers at Packers. Uh,
Ooh.
you got any thoughts on that game?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the 49ers, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think the Packers going to take it because this is about the time last year that Love went on that run, right before the end of the season. I think he makes another one. I think Love makes another run into the playoffs. I don't know if he's going to win like lose out in the second round like he did last year, but I think they're about to make a push, man. So I
Well,
think, yeah.
well,
It's so
you forget their conference, their division. They're going to be going up against the Detroit Lions. So
Mhm.
that would mean that you're saying that the Packers would pick up the wild card because
I don't know
they
what's I
can't
don't
they're not gonna clinch. There's no way they clinch the NFC North, do
know
they?
what I'm saying. I didn't say anything like that. I said they're gonna go on
Oh,
a run, just like they did last year. Like the
oh,
same thing they did
well,
right into the
fuck
first
me
round of
for
the playoffs.
assuming what.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be the same thing they did last year. Because right about the end of the year last year, it was like 6 or 7 games. They turned it on, and then they played the playoff. They played Dallas, came to Dallas and beat the shit out of Dallas, and then lost second
J-
round. You know what I mean?
Ti-
I think it's gonna be
sorry,
kind of the same thing.
sorry. The update on Carolina is Jatavion Sanders,
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
number
look at.
0 tight end from Carolina Panthers. He raised his arm on his way out, but they're carting him off. Uh, I hope he's okay. He's gonna get the best medical attention millions of dollars can buy. So best of luck to that guy.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, 49ers Packers, dude. San Francisco's banged up, dude. The
Mhm,
Brock Purdy's not in there.
mhm.
Um, Debo, he's back, but I think he had a questionable tag last week. I know.
He's been
Uh,
playing hurt all year, man. Like
yeah,
every week it's a question mark.
Kittle.
I can know I had him. Like every week is a question mark.
I think Kittle is playing, but again, he was hurt too.
Mhm.
Um,
He was hurt last week.
yeah. So we got a banged up San Francisco team going into Lambeau in late November. Yeah, I don't see good things happening for San Francisco. Um, I kind of feel sorry for McCaffrey because he is going to be fucking sore and it's going to hurt today. It's going to be
Yeah.
cold as shit in Green Bay and they're going to be feeding him the ball and I hope his adrenaline keeps him
They better not
because
run him. Like
he's gonna
they
be
better not
purple
run him.
tomorrow,
Like
dude.
look, wait, like start McCaffrey the next home game. Like start him in that cold you want. He's coming back from old people injuries. Because the injury he has is ain't it something like fucking like old people get? Like
It
it
was
was like
ankle
it's
Achilles,
like
wasn't it?
was it tendonitis or something like that?
Yeah, something. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Like
I just knew
I
that
know that like, cold's not gonna help that. Like
no,
they
and
said
it's gonna hurt, dude. But you
yeah,
know as well as I
yeah,
do, when you get
yeah,
hit and you're cold, it hurts that
bro.
much more. And I
I
don't
got
know
hit when it was like
why.
30 degrees, like 35, 36. It's like that hurt.
Yeah.
Like that shit might be double digits, like lower double digits, like 17, 19, 20. I don't want a part of that.
And they're gonna be, dude, when you don't have your quarterback and your receivers are, I'm not going to say they're not 100%, but when they're coming off injuries, and again, your running back is too, but when you have somebody like McCaffrey, this is when you lean on him, and this is going to hurt. McCaffrey's. I'm not saying he's not going to do well. He's probably going to have a pretty good game, but it's going to hurt come 2 days ago,
Mhm.
from
That's
now.
what I'm saying,
Come
man.
Tuesday morning, Christian McCaffrey is going to be in an ice bath. Like, leave me the fuck alone forever and give me a bunch of drugs
Yeah, please.
because he's going to get used like a motherfucker tonight.
Oh,
But
that
yeah,
ain't gonna be that bad. That
you
ain't
don't
gonna be
think
that.
you don't think it's
It's
going to be
gonna
that
be
bad?
40. It's 43 degrees.
Yeah, but it's a Green Bay 43. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Mm. But
Nah.
I thought it was gonna be colder, but yeah, it's like 43. Like in
Right?
a
Like
football game.
how the fuck did we get a snow game in goddamn Cleveland,
It's crazy because I'm looking at.
but
I
we
didn't
got
mean to cut you off.
43 degrees and sunny in fucking Wisconsin? It's
No, they said
bullshit.
the average low. I'm looking at the Weather Channel. It's like they said the average low for right now, November is 29. Like it's 40.
Oh my God.
So
You want to get into climate talk?
tell you, hey,
No. Yeah,
he's
I know,
very
right?
lucky.
It may
But
help our algorithm. No, that doesn't.
yeah,
So yeah, I got that game. I've got two more games I want to talk about or just bring up. So is there anything else you want to get to?
no, man. I really ain't got anything. It's just,
Okay. It
you
has
know,
been kind of a slow NFL week, like news
yeah,
wise,
there's
you
really
know,
anything going on.
not really like injuries and that kind of bullshit. But dude, Cardinals at Seahawks, dude. That's a sneaky good game that means some shit. Not great teams, but it means something in that fucking division there. Especially with Denver now figuring shit out. Um,
Yeah.
we got Arizona coming off the bye, but it's at Seattle. Did you have any thoughts on this game?
Man, I still don't trust Seattle. I don't. You
They're
don't know what
five and
team.
five, yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
like
Seattle.
so. If they lose to Seattle, that's like you lost it because like, are you gonna get good Geno or bad Geno? You know what I mean? Like,
It's-
which one you
Dude,
gonna get? Are you
Seattle
gonna
just
have running game
feels
or you're not gonna have running game? You know, like it's like I don't know what's
Seattle.
going on there. Like I don't know
Seattle
what's
this
going
year feels very
on.
Seattle-ish, like weather. Like it's just gloomy, It's
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I think it's Seattle, I'm like, ugh,
Mhm.
this the way they play. Occasionally you get a Metcalf or whatever, a Geno Smith. Like nobody's talking about Seattle, and they
Mhm.
shouldn't be, but
Mhm.
it for some reason they always like have a highlight reel
Mhm.
somewhere
Yeah.
from a game. So yeah, I'm afraid it's Arizona's gonna go to Seattle and just get absorbed by the sadness that
Mhm.
is Seattle and not play well.
Yeah.
So that scares me. But I
Mhm.
think Kyler Murray, if he's on, he's moving. I don't know.
Mhm.
He's good. They have the weapons in Arizona. Arizona should be better.
Mhm.
With Connor, with McBride, with fucking Marvin Harrison Jr. Um,
It
they
should be.
should be a better team than they are. Uh, so I hope Arizona brings that big sunlight that they get down there and just
Yeah.
beams it into fucking Seattle and goes off. That would be very beneficial, and I would like to see that. Um,
Oh
I
shit.
would like to see Hawks get their ass kicked. And it would help the 49ers if the Seahawks got their ass beat because the 49ers hate Seahawks. What do you got? You're preoccupied.
I think there was a turnover in that Commanders game. I think I think
I'm on
I
commercial
think
break over there. What's
the
going on?
Commanders
I can't see
defense.
it.
Yeah. I don't know because I
Oh,
saw a highlight. I saw a highlight.
oh,
Minnesota game. It came up and it was Them running the defensive player running the ball back.
Huh.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Somebody,
I want
dude.
Dallas to lose out, man. Like I want Dallas to lose every game, man. I'm not even lying to you. Not so much for a draft pick like normally, but the coaches to get fired. I need all of them. All right, all of them, everybody.
God, I just need to make a Go Fins fucking comment because Tua is going off right now. I know I said what I said in the past, but that dude has three fucking touchdowns and they are shutting out the motherfucking Patriots. So, yeah, go
Mhm.
Fins. Go Fins. Jamie, I got one more game. One more game before we go, unless you got any more
Now go ahead, brother. You got it.
commentary
You good, man.
subjectives.
You
And
good?
this is the Monday night game.
Mm,
Ravens at Chargers.
mm,
Uh I know we discussed Baltimore a little bit earlier in the episode. Um but this game here at Chargers Monday night, how do you feel this goes?
man. I think the Chargers are playing good, man. Like they're having a good the quarterback and head coach fucking combination. They're learning each other, man. That quarterback's probably playing better than he has before
Justin Herbert.
recently. Yeah, yeah. He's just playing playing better than he played before, and like you can see it, man. That team is starting to believe a little something. They might start winning. I think they beat the Ravens, man. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's gonna be a real fight, like maybe 3 6 point like separation, but like it's gonna be a close game. But I think the Chargers take it. You know what I mean? What are you thinking
I
about it?
think Vegas has it close. I think
Mhm.
I didn't write it down, but yeah, I remember thinking this is gonna be a close game. Um I think my thoughts on this, the Chargers defense to me is
It's,
I
it's,
this
it's up in the air,
look,
man.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking Hollywood script fucking watching ESPN, watching all the sports updates the next day, and I feel what it says is Baltimore shows out. Like they're gonna show up in LA. Lamar's got a chip on his shoulder. I don't know, but for some reason, Baltimore goes off on the Chargers and they make a big fuck you statement, whatever, to all the haters and the guys that are just kind of suspect on them. Um, but I don't think it really means as much as what everyone's going to make it out to be. I still don't trust Baltimore. Um, I I think until they start showing that they can use their personnel the correct way, um, I think that they won't go. They won't ever beat the Chiefs and get to the
No,
Super Bowl until they can show me they can do that. But I do think they blow out the Chargers Monday night.
I think it'll be different if Henry gets the ball 20 25 times, the Ravens win. That's how I feel. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. But if they give them the Ravens will probably win that game because I like the Chargers kind of struggle with the run. So, but I don't know, man. Like if they, I don't think Lamar wants any running back to be. You know what I mean? He likes that title, man. He likes getting like his 1,000 yard rushing seasons plus whatever passing. He loves those,
Yeah.
man. He's greedy, dude. Like you don't want to share that with a like running back. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know, man, but I think if Henry runs, like fucking Ravens win. But if it's the same shit they've been doing, fucking 13, 15 carries, Chargers got it. They're gonna win the game.
So if the Ravens win, is it close?
I don't think it is. I think if they run the ball, like if they run the ball more, I think it's gonna be because it's gonna open up the pass game more. And then Lamar just gonna go crazy. Like if they run that style of offense where it's run first and then fucking open up the fucking passing, whether it's bootlegs or play actions, like open up the pass game. But that's when Lamar kills you. Like that's when the tight ends get involved. That's where everybody gets the ball. He throws it to everybody. You know what I mean? And then he starts using his legs, and it all just works together. You know what I mean? Like, but if they play like that, like they're gonna beat the shit out of Chargers. But I don't think they are, man. I don't think they know how to use Henry.
Okay.
And I'm thankful, man, because I don't want to see Henry do good, man. It hurts my heart that he's over there doing
Right.
so good right now. Like,
That guy
and we got this.
deserves it, dude.
We
And
got
why,
this.
dude? Let's talk about fucking
That shit fucking
the
cowboy.
Tennessee whatever. What they used to be the Houston Oilers
Yeah.
or Oilers
The order.
organization just
Yeah.
having okay Eddie Spaghetti George. I mean, he
Earl
could have
Campbell.
been,
The original
should have
Earl
been,
Campbell, man.
you
You remember?
know, and Wood should have had a Super Bowl ring. Fucking Derrick Henry
Mhm.
definitely like as a franchise that
Yeah.
has two. I mean, Chris Johnson. Let's talk about him. Fuck, dude. Or next week because we're getting late.
So,
But
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that's a franchise that has
Yeah.
had
Running back.
spectacular fucking in such a short fucking amount of time too.
And it's
And
crazy because like you have so many organizations that has that. You know what I mean? Like one player that is just like
I guess
groundbreaking.
if you
You know
really
what I mean?
look at it, yeah. But
Because
I
like
don't know why I'm
quarterbacks
just
and receivers,
realizing
yeah,
that like Tennessee
crazy.
has had some great fucking
Running
or
backs.
running
Yeah.
backs, and
Like Dallas had theirs where they had really two good running backs in the whole franchise there. But what they create is quarterbacks. So like we're known for our quarterbacks. Like
yeah.
y'all, I don't know what Miami's known for or Chicago, but like every
Miami's
team is
known
looking like
for
that.
being the only undefeated fucking team to go all the way and win the Super
Yeah.
Bowl, Jimmy. So
Like
let's not
yeah,
forget
like
that.
the Steelers was based. They had a multitude of everything, but at the same time, you could say it was quarterback too. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
you could say definitely receivers. The receivers that came out of there, like from Swan all the way, like so it's just weird how it's like that. You have certain teams that their their fucking organization is known for producing, like you just said, running backs. You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy.
I wonder, like, I would like to have to do more research than I'm probably willing to do, but like to look at the who the GMs were at that time,
Yeah.
and see
Mhm.
it what kind of, you know, mindset that those GMs were,
Mhm.
those particular guys, because
Yeah.
certain GMs draft certain ways, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And yeah, that would be interesting, dude. Like to see that
Yeah,
and
definitely on that. Yep.
yeah, so crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, Jimmy, it has been fucking great talking with you, but
Uh-huh.
if we go any longer, we're gonna bore the hell out of everyone. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Good
fucking
talk, brother.
go Fins. We're fucking kicking ass right now, and your boys are keeping it close against a divisional rivalry, or yeah.
So, son,
So
defense
even though
showed up.
you fucking hate your Cowboys right now,
It's because I want them to lose, man.
yeah,
So like we get all the coaches fired. That's that's
just start from the
that's why
ground up,
they're fucking like no. Like I'm telling you, man, you go to Vegas.
Jimmy.
Just
Yeah,
vote. Just bet on
Dal
me. Opposite whatever I say, man. Just bet.
Dallas doesn't start turning it around until I'm sorry, until Jerry dies. It's gonna be the Vegas thing, the Raiders thing. They won't start turning their organization around until their owner dies. And I'm not saying, I mean, Oakland hasn't gotten, not Oakland, but the Raiders haven't gotten that much better since, you know,
Mhm.
Al passed. But there's definitely, it feels like you can breathe as an organization, like because I don't think Dallas gets any better until Jerry just goes away.
He's not going to, man.
Either
Like
one,
that
he
dude.
gives up that power or he dies.
He's gonna be 103, man. He's
Yeah,
gonna be 103 in a wheelchair. Like
it's
that dude ain't
sad,
going.
dude.
He's gonna outlive me, man. We got 20 years left. We got like 20 some years left with him. I'm
And
telling you, brother. Like
it's
10 years.
sad, dude.
Like he's living forever, man. Like that dude, Jerry Jones, he on some special stuff, man.
That's
Like,
sad. Well, rest in peace to the Dallas Cowboys organization. And until next week.